I'm a professional.
You're a fucking
We are
donut.
live.
Well, yeah, cheers.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Nice one, Mikey. Hello.
So
Good evening, everybody.
Rectify the problem. There we go. Yeah, so we've already stacked this one. That didn't take long.
I love your warning of like when we're going live. We don't have a countdown or anything, do we?
No, I just like to press it and see what happens.
Let's fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah,
Right,
I don't.
Lost Boys on a Friday night. First and the most important subject. What did Matt have to say? No.
Most important subject. Why you intentionally missed last night's live?
I did, and I was stuck in traffic on the M18.
You weren't. You were outside your house texting me saying, ha, 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 I can't be asked.
No, I wasn't. You're trying to get me into shit, you bastard. You just don't stop there. You just can't help yourself. No, so the most important subject, right? We need to cover the most important subject. Over to Matt.
What?
About our important subject.
Oh, this. John's a lost boy now. He's permanent here.
The old Texas rattlesnake is now permanent member.
So now we're now intercontinental lost boys.
The old Texas trouser snake.
That's him. The old Texas rattler.
Let me be the first to apologize to all the British out there who did not want me to partake.
You need to apologise to the Walish, John.
I'm sorry, Tony.
That's it.
That's over with.
That's over with.
That's that story. Anyway, welcome,
John. Have I forgotten anyone?
No.
Well,
Tony
Griff likes to think he's Walish. So
Tony is the outlaw blade in Wales.
Mm-hmm.
Who makes? Does he make concrete lions or something?
I think he makes like chocolate frogs or something. I don't know.
Chocolate frogs. That's it.
Chocolate logs.
That sounds good. Now that's something completely different, Mikey.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, whoops. So we have a very loose topic as always. We're going to show clip points, and then other stuff.
Is this a clip point?
Oh,
so you could be the first person sacked live on air. It's unacceptable behaviour within your first 3 minutes of being a lost boy permanently.
All right, my apologies.
This one's going to be trouble, boys. We are going to have to monitor him.
To be fair to him, it's like me every time I was on his live.
That's true.
To be fair,
that is true.
To be fair, but this is the new and improved live now on a Friday night.
What you mean? It's better than the one last night?
Is this a clip point?
Yes.
That is a clip point. Yes.
Yeah.
That is a clip point.
Okay. Michael, do you have a clip point, or do you want to show us what you were carrying? I don't care either way.
I have a clip point. I have a very nice clip point. I have a vintage case from 1984.
I'll take that in a trade.
That's nice.
It comes in a set of 3. There's also a spear and a razor. Yeah. This is my 1984 Case Barlow, absolutely mint condition. Matthew wants it.
I want to breakfast it.
No. I'm going to put it away now. Lovely half stop on it. Look at the action on the case.
I want to breakfast it.
No.
You want to breakfast every knife you see.
Breakfast.
Except for moderns.
Yeah, no one wants a modern. John, what have you been carrying today?
Well, I showed the one knife that I was carrying today. But
don't show that knife. We don't want to see that.
I was
no, joking. Joking. People will like it. Just show it.
I was condemned for showing it.
Yeah.
But I also had alternate carry. Did you want to see that one?
Go on.
100% UK legal.
Boys, I'm having second thoughts about. We were much better as a threesome, and we never showed terrible knives.
Right.
You want to have a what?
A threesome.
Oh, yeah.
Did the landscape never make an appearance?
John, can you demonstrate how easy that OTF is to put away?
Oh, yeah, not very, honestly. So, like, yeah, it's not the greatest.
And now retract the blade.
Don't you just stab it in your skull, John, like that?
Do I have to?
You have to manually put it away.
You have to press this lever that releases it from the spring, and then you gotta
Jam it into your leg.
Whoops! Tried to. Well, now I've got to do it again because it didn't work. There we go.
Scott to Blades makes a very good point. That's not a clip point, John.
That is not a clip point. That is a stiletto.
It's a POS, is what it is.
This is a clip point.
That's a very nice clip point.
That is a very nice clip point.
What can you tell us about that clip point?
Well, I showed this last week. This is the IXL. It's the Parker's version of the Olston home brand. And a very
nice clip point on there. It's very bucky, isn't it?
It's a very bleak moment in the history of.
It's a very nice knife, but I have issues.
Does it have blade wrap?
No, that's not the issue that I have.
Is it the Japanese issues?
It's the where it's made issue in calling itself an IXL, and why has it got a hole in its butt?
Yeah, that's quite a big issue. Lynn says you have issues.
Me?
Oh, Lynn's right.
I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take it if it was like a panel wide issue. I think we all have issues.
But do you know that it is professional quality?
Oh yes.
It says so on the box. It must be true.
Oh, that's like when they put something on the news and say it's true. Yeah, it's fact.
Yeah, or something in the newspaper, or something that the government says. It must be true.
What you got, Sean? I saw you holding up things. Oh no!
No. What's that?
This is an Ashley Harrison trapper with lined bolsters, if you can see.
Oh no!
It's some filed work on the back spring. Nice little bit of peppering on the blade there. It's being used and not abused, but you know, it's a working tool. And a bit like John.
That looks high quality.
Yeah, no, I haven't really been carrying it. I've been carrying this Arthur Wright & Sons. It's a tackler, but it's a Barlow tackler.
Backler.
A backler.
Yeah.
Nice little working blade on that.
Is that the one from famous Sheffield shop?
Yes, it is indeed.
Oh no. Oh no.
What about you, Matt? What have you been carrying?
Knives.
Oh, nice. That's
no, I've had this old Arthur Wright, which I've been abusing. It's one of the flat bolstered ones.
Nice big pins on that as well.
Yeah, it's an older one with nice rosewood on it. I like that a lot. Not the strongest action, but it's an older one, but it's plenty enough to use it. And nice swedging on there too.
Lovely.
I like that one a lot. And something that's not a clip point that I've been carrying. It's the same knife I've been carrying pretty much all week. It's the Ablett Lamb's Foot.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
Is that a clip point?
Yeah. But to sort of outweigh that, I'll show something else that is a clip point, but also doesn't have a clip point. It's this. And I still don't know what this is. I've still not worked it out. So,
look at those rat tail bolsters.
Yeah, big old chunky rosewood. Spay and a
Who
clip.
had that drawing of a knife with the pin real way up high by accident?
Yeah.
Can I get an apology, please?
No, was this holds the scales on?
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you know my
your
drawing?
pin got the pin down
How do
here?
you know my drawing wasn't for that?
Because your pin wasn't here. There was nothing here. There was just a pin up here creating imminent run-up. I can see you smiling.
You guys are so cruel.
But it's really nice. This is one we picked up from Elsica, but there's no tang stamp or anything. It's just completely plain.
It's a lovely knife, though.
Yeah.
Really nice knife.
Do enjoy carrying it. It's really nice action, like nice and strong. Hell of a snap on it. I like that one a lot. Bit of a weird placement for the pins, I will agree. That one seems to be just sort of loitering, not really doing anything, like down here.
Mm-hmm.
A bit like Mikey.
Yeah, just sort of loitering around. But it is very nice. A lot.
I'll have you know, I'm an original member of this outfit.
You are an original member, definitely.
Thank you.
And then I have this one too. This is one that John dyed for me, dyed the bone. This is Rough Rider Sowbelly.
Oh, that's nice.
And John rip dyed it or right dyed it, whatever you want to say. This sort of blue colour like my logo. Try not to get the glare because it's incredibly polished.
So John done some work on a knife and it actually came out acceptable.
Yes.
Nice one, John.
And that none of the bone is on lopsided either.
Thank you.
That's a very nice job. Yeah.
That's
That's a
excellent.
nice colour. That's almost like your channel colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's come out really well, because you can see how deep the colour would have been if it was fully, you know, when you let it soak everywhere in. But I love the sort of the waves of it, you know,
Yeah.
It takes the colour.
Looks like sky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love that one. Who else has got something to show us? Something nice?
I've got something really nice. You want to see something?
I've got some
really
nice. Do you want to see some nice?
One do you pick?
spinny nice?
Go on then. Spenny nice, John. What you got?
Ooh, it's got
Fuck.
Desert Ironwood Custom 112 Magna Cuts brushed bolsters of the brass variety. Pins exposed rivets
Correctly. Yeah.
Saber ground blade with a hollow grind. Very pointy. Very bucky.
So saber ground with the hollow. Is that a swallow ground?
Swallow ground, yeah. They do so the quality on like the normal 112 is superb, but the one when I got the custom one for the first time, they seem to knock it up another level.
Definitely. They spend a lot more time on it, I think.
Griff has said brushed is gay.
Well,
I think shiny is gay, Griff.
I like the brushed.
thank you, sir.
I do like the I like the color patina that the brush takes. Well, the shiny takes great patina as well.
Are we going with multiples or are we just going?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a fun one. You ready for a fun one?
Is it going to be the Frost Extreme Tack Force?
No. A little Kieranite action.
Oh yeah, nice.
Kieran not on a case.
Slipping on.
If I remember correctly, you sold one that you owned to Tony.
I did. Because it's of the incorrect steel variety.
Stainless.
It's not so much the stainless, it's the really terrible stainless. That's the issue.
Like 420 J2 stainless.
That's not that terrible compared to that.
Oh. Okay.
It's sort of like the equivalent of SF100. It holds an edge for about 100 seconds.
Okay.
If you can, really fast.
And if you don't cut anything. It's sort of a self-dulling knife. You just sort of leave it on the side and it slowly dulls itself.
Yeah. You want to see another of the same blade material? Another clip point with the same blade material.
Is that the jig synthetic?
It's white jigged plastic.
Oh, is that the Sparks one with the shiny
Spring.
shield?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it jigged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You don't see that very often, the white synthetic, do you? Or
Always forget the pattern on this one. This is like one of the
18?
32.
32.
Yeah.
They're all so similar, the medium stock ones. It's hard to know which is which.
Nice. I have to look. I never remember them by heart. Oh, I'm sorry. No, yeah. What 32? It's at the end, right? The last 2 digits is the pattern number.
So we've had a very kind donation. Anyone here have any case classics? Most, not all, were contracted to Queen and were Bill Howard's responsibility. Unfortunately, no.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't have any.
They are spenny.
Chris has one.
Does he?
Yeah.
He never shows it.
I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
I would love one, just don't want to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Now here is.
I hope they made them exceptionally well. I know that Queen, when Queen were making knives in the States, they were exceptional. Just hope they still retain some of the casiness about them, if that makes sense. Because a lot of the Queen knives are very precise and square edged and things, and the cases are quite roundy, aren't they? If that makes sense. That's nice.
That's very nice.
Gift from Zen.
What's that?
Well, actually, I won this in the Randy raffle, but it was from Zen.
I can't remember what that was.
It's a standard.
It was a case, but it's not got case on it.
Correct.
Was it the 90 pattern? Was that right?
Geez, I don't think it says on the knife. Yeah, it's not a pattern I think you make. Does it say on there? Yeah, you're right. 90 pattern. Good job.
Nice. That's lovely.
Yeah, 90 pattern. Look at the jigging.
It's real deep, isn't it?
That's lovely. That's a really nice knife.
It's got some really nice jigging, hasn't it? That.
Is there a third blade on it too?
Yeah. It's called a spay. I tried to.
You can leave it there.
Yeah, there you go.
Griff wants to know if your Lockwood has turned up yet, John.
3:30 to 6:30 estimated arrival time for today.
So later.
A little later. It's 3:19 as we speak.
Michael?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with some big clip points.
Go on then.
This old buck sheath for an old 80s buck.
Is this your original one?
This is my original one. Because I don't think you can beat a buck. And it's the 110, which is my favourite buck of all time.
And it's a flat bolsters, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The flat bolsters. Sure is. And I thought, to accompany that, as I got the buck out, I thought I'd go for the case. Hammerhead.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Jed special, wasn't it?
It was. That was the first time we ever met him.
Wasn't it covered in paint?
It was absolutely caked up in paint, but it was like brand new underneath. Lovely piece of wood on it. Really, really.
It does have the questionable double S on it, though, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
On the tang.
No. Lovely, isn't it? I think this was an 87, this one, off the top of my head. And then while we're on large case knives, I've got a case folding hunter.
Oh, you know how much you can sell that for on eBay?
That's got a clip on it. That's one hell of a big.
Where did you get this one from, or have you had it for years?
This was a gift from Paddy.
Oh.
Last year, he sent this over for me because it was a big slip joint. It does have another blade, which is also huge, which is really nice.
I don't mind the Skinner blade on that. It's okay.
No, But this is jigged wood.
It'd be quite nice if they made it in, I don't know, like a 4-inch or 3 3/4.
It is a big knife. It is off the top. Let's have a look. It's 5 1/4 inch.
It's quite large.
It's quite a big knife. Nice action on it, though, I must say. Then this is one that I got off of Kongi last week. This is a case large copper lock, and they do a lovely clip point blade.
Will say the copper lock clip point is one of the nicest. It's very Camillus-y. If you look at, I know it's got a swedge on both sides, but it's very.
It's got a long nail nick, hasn't it? Swedged, but it's got that very upturned tip as well. But this is a particularly nice, and look at that jigging.
The worm groove on that is very nice.
The worm groove is lovely, and guess what? As well, tang stamp. Case, bring back the tang stamp.
None of that etching nonsense.
None of that etching. That is a fantastic knife, and I've actually got 2 more of these.
Oh yeah, they're just like over there.
Yeah, so I've gone from 0 case large copper locks to 3. It's lovely knife.
It is very nice.
Like,
Sean, what you got for us?
So, keeping the large theme,
Oh no!
this is the Wolstenholme, the Schrade Wolstenholme, I should say, Stockman. And it is a bit of a beast. It is a big boy.
It's a lovely knife, that though, Sean.
Just want to say a massive thank you to Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans for $10 donation. Thank you very much. But he says to look out for Winchester black boxes. They were also contracted out to Queen. They're cheaper than GEC, but have the quality. So that's something else to look out for if anyone's aware. I've not heard of the Winchester black boxes.
No.
I think Paddy's got one.
Has
I
he?
think Paddy spent a long time trying to find one, yeah.
And
Oh no!
another folding hunter, which I showed the other week, the old timer, which same size as the one that the case one that Mikey's got. So it's a big old beast of a knife.
Same size, yet in Sean's hand, it looks smaller.
That's what I always say. Yeah. And there's the old 110 finger groove.
Love it. You've got to love a buck 110.
Yeah, great knives, aren't they? But I just thought, just to kind of throw a bit of a curveball in, good old Rough Rider, classic carbon, T10 carbon steel.
I really like their T10. I think their T10 is great.
I think it's a good steel, that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what this model was. Was it a swayback trapper or something? Or
Bow trapper.
bow trapper. That was it. Bow trapper. So it's got that kind of skinning
moose
sort of
style spade blue.
blade. But as a working knife, it's a good little tool, really. Well, it's not so little either. It's a reasonable size.
Yeah, although the shape, I don't like the look of it. The actual shape of the bow, it does make it very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one I've used, as a working knife before, and yeah, it's always been a nice.
Yeah, I think they should do more stuff with the T10 because they do a lot of stuff with the stainless, don't they, Rough Rider?
They do, yeah. I mean,
T10 is really good.
And just something else a little bit different.
Oh, go on, what you got?
This is a slightly different take on a clip point. It's the old
Duke.
Oh, the Turkish clip.
But these are so bloody slicey. Yes,
Everything's so thin on it, isn't it? It's just like you don't really need to put much of an edge on it for it to slice through anything.
For a minimalist basic knife, they're fantastic.
And they're not
Ollie-
expensive either.
Ollie gave me one of those at a Sharp Show in carbon steel as well. It was a really, really nice gift.
And me. Thank you, Ollie.
Ollie.
Ollie gave you one as well. Ollie said that I was the only one. Ollie, you're playing the field.
It's always the French.
Well, they're lovers, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a Taylor's TW100. This is one that I've done a bit of work on. So I polished the blade and the bolsters and then sanded their wood down. So it's quite square normally, but I've sort of rounded it all off.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I believe they've been using Sapele for their hardwood because it looks an awful lot like it.
I got one of those out as well. Yeah.
But this is one of the only sort of Sheffield knives that survived really, and one of the only ones that I will actually carry because it just is a good knife.
Yeah, great knives.
Find the blades super slicing.
Yeah,
Really thin, flat grind on them.
Yeah.
really thin, and I do love how they do the bolster when they put the stamp on there as well.
Double stamp bolsters, lovely action on them as well. Nice pull.
Yeah, I've never had one that's had a wet action of these. Sean's got the fancier version up there. Let's have a look at that.
The ram's horn one, which was a gift from Elon, which is very nice. But it's
Ollie said he's got his hands in many trousers, Mikey. Ollie does.
I'll tell you what, he's got big hands. Very powerful gripping.
Judith has turned up.
Hello, Judd.
Good evening, Judd.
How do, Judd? Also got
Oh,
actually another stainlessy one that's a bit of a surprise, but this is a collaboration between the Americans and the British. This is the Schrade Wustenholm.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Schrade Wustenholm etch, and then on the tang as well, you get IXL Schrade Wustenholm. And this is one of the ones in the red bone. Weirdly though, stainless steel blades, but carbon steel springs.
two of those with single blades on Congis tonight.
really
Sold straight away.
Brand new ones. They were from Robert Cutting's original stock that we saw in 2023. There was 3 of those knives. Paddy bought one, and now Matt owns it. And there was 2 more of those appeared on Congis tonight. I know one sold straight away. I did try to tell Judd because I know Judd liked them.
But yeah, they both went, but they are lovely.
Kudos to Congi. He's doing a great job of.
John's got one down there too as well. Let's have a look at that one, John. Nice.
That's lovely.
And Randy had one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Randy had his 1981 birth year in the box, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one that we all sent him some money and he just went mad and bought like some really cool knives?
Yeah.
Right, so Mikey, another one to keep an eye out for. Mario's looking for one of these with a 1980 bolster.
One of what? The 80. So they did 80, 81, and 82, I think.
Yeah, I have an 80. If I find another one, we'll get it over to you, Mario.
How do you tell the date again?
So
on the stamp,
It'd be a 0,
Yeah.
right?
So you have SW, then like a Queen's head and a 0. So the S is Schrade, W is Wolstenholme. Don't know what the head means. The 0 is for 80, the 1 obviously 81, the 2 82, etc.
So
That's
Sure.
an
Mario.
That's an
Mario,
80.
did it have to be a Stockman? Because I did quite a few knives with that date on. There was a lock knife as well. There was a few knives.
Yeah, lock knife, a canoe.
I've got 3 of those Stockmans, all like dated, but I'm not sure what the dates are. I'll have to check.
There we go. There's another donation that I'm very, very thankful for. Each member of the panel, which defunct knife brand do you collect and drool over? For him, it's Keen Cutter and Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf made some good knives, actually, didn't they? I remember.
That's a very good question.
It is a
For
very
me-
good question.
I like.
For me, I'd say it's Wade and Butcher,
Mhm.
although the name is still owned by a current knife company, but it's not used. and probably Camillus.
Hmm.
John, what about you?
Well, I'd have to say like Hibbert, Spencer, and Bartlett. Like I like those. Oh, no longer made. Also, the Saber brand.
Yep.
Also, Craftsman knives. Anything Camillus made. Yeah. Also, I like Camillus a
Sean,
lot.
what about you?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. That's a very good question. That's a struggle to identify.
Winchin has had another good one. Western. He likes a
Mhm.
Western.
Western,
I like a Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
That is
Petty
very
and Sons are
difficult. I
nice.
mean, the old HM Slaters.
Yeah,
Got
that's a nice one.
nice Stockman there. HM Slater and jigged synthetic, if I can speak.
Surely, Scott Two Blades had a good point. Surely you're going to have to say CK.
Yeah.
Well,
CK's
I do like a CK. You know I like a CK. And this is a very nice one. And I was going to show it anyway because Judd's here and he has one of these. Carbon steel Stockman. And it's got a slightly different set of blades on this. It's got a kind of warny sort of sheep's foot.
Bring him up, Matt. Bring him up big.
Make me big. Again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nice. They make some good stuff, or they did. But talking, John was talking about Craftsman. This is one that's going to John. And this is a nice split back whittler.
That's lovely.
Couple of smaller whittling blades there, a little kind of small sheep's foot and a pen sort of blade, as well as the main clip. Nice bit of jig bone on that as well. Get these out of the way and then I'll show you if you can see the back spring, which is nice bit of tapered brass.
That goes down so fine, that doesn't it? Done really well.
It's a real skill to do it, because I've taken split backs apart to repair, and the brass just wants to curl up straight away as soon as you take it out, because it's so thin. Any sort of heat, it just rips.
Yeah.
Should we throw the name Trevor Ablett out there as well? Because that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That is a good one.
There you go, Tony.
The Trevor Ablett's, I would say, it's a weird thing because I really like them. They're superb, but they were just a working man's knife, and they've become a bit overpriced.
Yeah,
which is a shame. But I wouldn't say I sort of lust for them or drool over as opposed to other brands. I think they're a bit more obtainable than some other stuff that I actually like TL in the Vulcan brand, like one of the Stockmans I've got. Big fan of their stuff. I've got a few of theirs now. There's the Vulcan stamp. Really like some of their stuff. Some of the Howarth stuff is very nice when you can pick up the older stuff.
The Howarth stuff is really nice, yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
To be honest, for me, it's not so much certain brands I sort of drool over. It's more the brand I haven't got that I would like in a pattern. I'm a big fan of like a Sheffield Stockman. So if I can find a Sheffield Stockman with another maker I haven't got, that's what I like more than just going, I want loads of this one maker, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah.
But as opposed to, or as well as like the US makes, I I don't know, to be honest, with some of the
There's
US
a
stuff.
lot of American makers out there that I'm only just becoming a aware of, really. That
Yeah.
you know, that like packed in, and there's some lovely knives out there.
For me,
Robeson.
it's looking for the unusual, you know, like this kind of, like these ploughman's knives, the lunch knives. Coming across something like this that you don't see very often.
Yeah, that for me is as good as, you know, drooling over one brand that you really sort of idolize.
And then Kongi lists 5 of them all at once.
Yeah, and then Kongi does that. Yeah,
And then this is this little split back whittler by I think it's C&M Marsden or G&C Marsden, sorry, which is a cracking little knife, and it is very sharp as well, which I have to be very careful with.
didn't you cut yourself with that last time?
I don't know which one it was, but that was last week's.
He does seem to be taken over from Randy somewhat.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
I
He
picked
does.
up the mantle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely taken over like the mantle of the most dangerous man on YouTube.
yeah. A couple more. This is I never remember the model numbers of these. This is a GEC 48.
Lovely.
Nice
California clip.
Yes,
And it very much is a trapper, but it doesn't have the incorrect blade. It has a correct blade instead.
Oh, I like that. That's a much better layout.
Yeah, really nice. Really heavy swedging most of the way down the blade. That's
Yeah,
very nice.
really nice shield as well.
Nice action on that one as well. And it's just going to go into sort of chill hour for the next couple of minutes. So this is my Otter Creek Barlow.
I love that knife. That is such a lovely Barlow.
But I sort of modified mine. I pinched the bolsters and removed the etch.
nice.
But other than that, I just buffed the wood a bit, and the red and the rosewood really came out.
But what a great Barlow. It's such a cool knife.
It really is. Really like that one. Great action on it too. And then we have the newest one they brought out, which is the Cumberland River Coke bottle, which I really like as well. It's sort of like a
Fantastic.
large version of the I forgot what it's called now. Cane Creek Jack.
Yes.
That blade is like a large Cane Creek blade, isn't it? It's just
It's a really
Beautiful.
nice in hand. It's I can't
that's
remember
a
what it was.
4-inch knife, isn't it? 4-inch.
It's just under. No, it's it's a 4-inch close.
But it doesn't feel like a big knife, does it? It feels really usable. It doesn't, you know, but it's got a lot. It's a lot of knife for the money.
Yeah, really sort of beefy clip point blade on there. I've been using this one a lot. I think it's fantastic.
Great knife.
Perfect quality on it as
Yeah,
well.
great.
That's lovely. I've got. What about an Ashley?
Oh no!
I might have one or two.
This is the what was Tony calling this? The bunny skinner.
Yeah, the bunny skinner.
Yeah, I
Funny thing,
love this thing. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
What
I've
is that
carried it.
massive thumbprint on it? On the blade?
What are you about?
There's a massive thumbprint on the blade because you've not been using, like, you've just been pinching it open.
What do you mean? Where?
Oh yeah, sorry. My
Oh, do you
bad.
mean,
Okay.
you mean that?
Yeah, looks
Jeez.
like John's knife when we send it over to him.
And that? Well, yeah. Why would I use the nail nick when I can pinch it open?
That is just that has come out so well. That knife is phenomenal, and there's nothing
love it.
super fancy about it. It's just great.
Now I've been using it to bits. I think it's fantastic. It's 01 tool steel, a little bit nice touches like the file work and a little bit of chasing, some coined liners, not milled. Nice half stop. It's everything I expected it to be from Ashley.
It's kind of got all my favourite things on that, with the long nail nick and the half stop and the chase back spring. It's just it's not really flashy. It's just a lovely knife.
And it's a really nice size as well. It's what, 3 3/4?
Yeah.
Just for me, that's like perfect.
It was built it was built around their standard Barlow Halfing, wasn't it? So
Yeah. It's a fantastic one, and hopefully we get some more or something similar made. But the spring on this one is incredibly strong, which is lovely.
Well, there's going to be an Arthur Wright version of that knife, just
There
like a
is.
standard version, which is
There
going to
is.
be wonderful.
Which will be wonderful. Bit of an obscure one here. This is sort of like almost like a dog leg shape,
Oh yeah.
but it's Taylor's Eyewitness. It does have a little clip point on it. Nice older Taylors with the sort of the arch stamp. I've not really seen one before, so I just picked it up because it was unique. It's not very often. It reminds me of like the Serpentine Jacks, but you normally have the main blade coming out the fatter end, which is strange. And Sean's got something very similar there.
Well, that's kind of like you were saying about the main blade coming out.
Yeah, it normally comes out the larger end, whereas on this, it's out of the smaller end. Lovely. And people are sort of losing their stuff over the Arthur Wright bunny knife coming or Skinner knife coming.
Are they?
Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about it anymore because, tough, you have to wait. Jonathan, what do you have for us?
Well, some budget models. I've been showing a lot of budget stuff. Here's a ram's horn from Marbles.
Ah, that's really
a big
nice.
old boy.
Yeah, it's a long toother pick.
That ram's horn in that Marbles line, they do it really well.
Very affordable. I'm going to show a couple of budget things for all the high end stuff we've been showing, or higher end, I guess. Then we got
we have another question once John's shown us some real nice knives.
Imperial, USA made, older Imperial Barlow.
Their carbon steel on that is fantastic.
I love it.
I've got 3 or 4 of those. I think they're fantastic knives.
It's a great little worker for box cutting. Love this knife for that. Pokes through, slice up.
Really simple design as well, aren't they? Just
real thin too, so it cuts right through that cardboard,
Yeah.
And sharpens up super easy. Nothing fancy. You can get these for about $15 all day long on eBay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. No brainer for that price.
I think Mikey may have shown one of these. Did he show a copper lock? I can't recall.
He showed the large one, yeah.
That's the large copper lock. So
that's a lovely color, John.
I won't spend a lot of time on that, but again, more like a Camillus blade, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the 75 pattern with a beautiful clip point blade on that.
That's nice.
It's a big
Large
boy, that one, isn't it?
case. Yeah. And as Matt showed, and I must kind of follow suit, you got to have the Cumberland Coke bottle out there today.
And there's the Mike Carter, absolutely stunning.
And what are we calling this for short? The Cumberland River?
Well, we can't.
Yeah, we can. It's called the Cumvol.
Sorry, Andy. Love you.
Well, I told him that as soon as he told me the name, I just replied to him with, so it's called the Cumvol then.
Mm-hmm.
We guessed.
Yeah.
Lovely shape to the handle. Is really good, comfortable knife to use. Half stop. So yeah,
it's really nice.
That's a winner.
They did a great job with it.
And I want to show this one because, well, must take the piss out of Patty.
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
Sold that. That was
I think that is the best shield they've ever put on a case, by far.
Wasn't that one of the original Robert Cuttings?
It is, yeah.
Yep.
It was indeed, yeah.
And that got moved on to me.
Is that the 5 blade?
3 blade.
No.
3 blade.
He bought both 3 and a 5 blade from
Yeah,
Patty.
he did, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, one final one, Matt. Where did it go? Just a smaller version What is this? Hold on. I just forget the pattern numbers here. Yeah, 44 pattern from Case. Little square end Stockman.
That's the one with a pen blade, isn't it? The 44.
Yeah, it's got the tiny little narrow.
I think that's the same as the one I've got here. Yeah, my red bone, same.
Mm-hmm. Does
Very
have,
nice.
yeah. This is a purple barn board jig. Lovely. It's hard to see in the light, but very nice.
See you later, Nigel. Thanks for stopping by.
So
Cheers,
Clippy
Nigel.
points. Clippy points.
Excellent. So we have another question for the panel. What is your best knife find in terms of what you spent versus what it's worth? Mikey, I can guess yours instantly.
Was it that Saner?
Yes.
Yeah. So Saner in jig bone that is now owned by our very own Blade in Wales.
All right. Just to point out that Music City Mike, he lives in Tennessee, knows all about the Cumberland River, and says that your description is not far off.
Oh. Okay, we'll leave that there.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Sean, what about you? What's your best find in terms of?
Sean's had a few, hasn't he?
Probably a Saner as well. The one that I sold
Recently. Yeah.
I paid £5 for it, and I sold it for a bit more than that. Yeah.
For me, it's not a Saner, but it's a Southern and Richardson, but it was also a flat bottom pruner.
Yeah.
But in terms of worth for me, in what I found that I think was fantastic, there's a few. Trying to think, because I've got ones that I would say that I love that are worth it for me, but they're not ones I've actually found, as in gone out and found. They're ones I've seen online, things like that.
Yeah.
Actually, Matt, that set of 3 Stag 84 case knives.
Yeah, that's lovely.
There was a set of 3, weren't there? And I got those at a steal.
Yeah, but I think if we're going to include that sort of stuff, I would probably say this Trevor Ablett lamb's foot is one of them, one of my favourite ones that I found. And then also, I think the the Wingfield and Robertson 2-blade jig bone lamb's foot is also superb.
Yeah.
What about you, John, in terms of things you found online, bits and pieces?
Well, I got this one I showed earlier for $9. It was actually less than that. It was like $8.60 something.
Yeah.
I'd say that's an all right price.
That
was not $9. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put on a mask when you put the gun in his face, or did you just take the knife?
Another
wasn't
kick in the cherries.
I was
Mikey.
pretending to have a gun, but it was
You took Chris with you.
it was something else that was poking into him, and he didn't. And I ran away.
I've got a couple more to show you.
Go on,
Ran away.
This
Ran
is
away
one
with your
of my favourite GECs. This is a 74 in Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's lovely.
It's got some Tinas on it there, though.
Oh, no.
But this is... I just fancied it because it was a 74, and me being born in like 74, but it's, it's just lovely. Really nice knife. This was one that I picked up, and it turned out to be absolutely stunning. This is a marbles, but made in Germany.
Nice.
And that,
I remember you getting that from. Was it a Facebook find?
I think it was. It's a Whistler with two pen blades at the back, but that clip point blade is absolutely beautiful, and the shield and the jigging, back spring work, it's all just absolutely stunning knife. I've not really carried it because I've never seen any more of them, so I didn't want to lose it.
I haven't. I didn't even know marbles made knives in Germany.
No, it's absolutely awesome, that knife. And from what John showed with his marbles ram's horn, I've got the twin bladed Barlow,
Nice.
which for a really cheap Barlow, and it is really cheap. I think these are like 17 or 18 quid. They're really good.
Yeah, next to nothing, and they're even cheaper again in the States.
Yeah, but just half stopped, good action, and like the ram song's lovely.
Yeah, it is nice.
They do a really, really nice job on that. And then I'm going to go with. I've got 2 clip point blades on this. This is a 1986
K-bar?
K-bar.
Yeah.
USA made K-bar. Dog's head. And this is a four-bladed Congress. But those little clip blades are absolutely fantastic. 2 identical blades there, and 2 of the.
You never really
Cheap.
see small clip point blades, do you?
No, but again, this is absolutely stunning. Mint condition, great knife. And I thought I'd show it because I've not shown it before. So, and then in the same series on the dog's head, more like a Californian clip.
Is that copper?
It's copper, yeah.
That's lovely.
It's copper, and the jigging on it with that worm groove going through it around the. Oh, it's just stunning.
Mikey,
Yeah.
we need knives with copper on them.
Okay, I can leave that to me. I know someone.
Don't ignore the beaver.
Don't ignore the beaver.
The beaver.
Can we see the beaver?
It was a dog head.
Oh, that was the dog head.
That's
thought
a
that
dog
was the
head, yeah.
beaver tail. I thought it was the beaver tail. Ah, yeah. All right.
El Doggo Heado.
El Doggo head.
So
And-
this is
oh.
a made in Germany, Karl Schippler.
That's easy for you to say,
Yeah, it's not really this time of night.
but you do it so well, Sean.
Karl
Sheeper.
Schippler.
Is it a
That's the I brand, isn't it?
It is, and it's about the same size as a K75.
But
So
somehow
it's a-
looks small in your hand.
It's a good size, full size trap, I should say, really.
Proper action on the Stockman as well. None of this like
Yeah.
wet stuff you get now.
Carbon steel. And I've just noticed I need to clean that up a bit. It's
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I
Grunge.
think
Where did you
Matt-
keep that?
I think Matt must have touched this when he was here last time.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think it did.
Goddamn alien sweat boy.
Camillus Trapper.
Oh, Matt. Oh, sorry.
Nice California clip. But the secondary blade, now it may well have been a spay at some point, but it's more like a spear point now. It's a little bit rounded off at the tip. I've not done anything with this since I picked it up. And it was one I picked up when we were with Tony, actually, in
Both.
both worlds, yeah. 2 channels with brass liners. Very nice. And then this is a nice little case way back.
That's a
Harry
rubber
Bones,
cutting as well, isn't it?
Robert cutting, blue jig bone. Yes, this was, I picked this up in 2023, but it was obviously an older knife even then. But it's a lovely little pocket dropper, that.
Isn't it funny? I can't remember what I did at work 3 days ago, and yet I remember where those knives came from.
And they're not even yours.
I know. Yeah.
And also, so nice.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
few Tinas on this blade because it gets used. And it's the Brickbuster. Got a nice sort of fat clip point blade on it.
I've been carrying that one for about 2 weeks now, Sean. I've just fell back in love with that one.
Well, I'm pleased you gave me it back. This is an old Taylor's from the 80s. Little clip point. It was in the kind of budget line then, back in the day, with black plastic covers, which had got a kind of texture into them. It's just a working blade, which I picked up new back in that sort of period. It's carbon steel, which is nice. It's done a lot of work, been used and abused, and it was abused actually, sexually. No, sorry, physically. I mean, mentally, yeah.
John, save it. Show us some knives.
Quick, John,
Yeah,
help.
so let's go with a beautiful rendition of a clip point blade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, Joel. Look at John just pulling it out of the bag.
Arthur Wright and Son clip point Barlow. This one from Moonraker. What is this?
I wish I had an Arthur Wright clip point Barlow.
Oh no.
Oh no. What is that you've got, Mikey?
I wish I had one.
Lynn said
on
it's
40?
her favourite knife.
Are you on 40
The
now?
right clip point.
I could be on right about 40, John. Yeah, you're right. I could be right on about 40.
That is the Inferno, John, I would say.
Okay.
Infirmary.
It's lovely.
They're gorgeous.
One's got a big old stag.
If anybody does know an Arthur Wright clip point Barlow, you're probably watching the wrong show.
And there's something wrong with you.
Look at the shape of that blade.
Right, well, I can tell where this is going now. Let's just shuffle over to the Arthur Wright case.
This is an older one in Buffalo that's very faded and very, very pocket worn, but it's actually one of my favourites because it's got so much wear on it.
What about one in Irocco wood?
Have you got one in Irocco, have you? Oh.
Yep. Irocco.
You germy bugger.
Oh, I've touched it.
Burlap Mike Carter. Twisted Assisted Special.
Oh, they're nice. The burlaps are lovely. Chris is in the chat, and I sent Chris one of those.
I've got some of Mikey's wood in my hand.
Have you now?
Well, I also have. Good job.
Flat bolsters.
I do think, though, not when we're talking about Moonraker, I think they've had the best exclusive from Arthur Wright. I think that particular one there that Mikey's got, that one.
They've had the best exclusives next to the Mystery Wood exclusive.
That green is just...
Yeah, it's the die for, isn't it?
And there's some more coming. There's some more coming. I've seen them being made this week.
The lime green maple, that is. Oh, that looks familiar, John. That looks like the one we traded.
Mm-hmm. Craggy Staggy for asphalt draggy.
Yep. Do you want to see my replacement Craggy Staggy?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. It's a nice bit. Stag there. Very
Look at that
gorgeous.
blade as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Polished to a
There's Sean.
sheen. There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
This is an older one. I picked this up on Facebook, I think, but it's pretty much dead center. It's lovely.
This is one for John, though. Look, I need to
Mm.
show John my beaver.
I've been waiting ages. To see it.
Look, lovely clip point as well. Lovely slim clip point. But look at my beaver, John.
Oh,
Right.
lovely beaver,
I
Mikey.
can't stand up now. I'm not going to be able to stand up.
Everybody, look at my gorgeous beaver and tell me what you think.
I am standing up now. Oh, I see you there, yeah.
This is on a 88 pattern GEC.
Beautiful clip on that.
Yeah, stunning clip.
So nice.
Jackass Whiskey wants to know any love for vintage lobster knives. I don't actually have any.
I've never owned a lobster knife.
I've had one and I sold it.
Lobster knives. I haven't got anything here.
Have you got one, Sean?
What do you mean? Of course he's got one. It's Sean.
It's Sean.
I might have.
He's a lovely old tailor's eyewitness
That's nice.
with a shield.
Oh, they're nice, aren't they?
That's like the one Sean's got, huh?
Which ones are
Carbon
those?
steel.
Like these?
Got the pen blade on the back.
What? Can't get hold of it. Yeah.
Would it be like this?
It
Oh
could
no!
be, it could be like this as well.
Oh, so are we going to make this the official Lost Boys knife, John?
There's a problem.
I don't have one.
Ah,
We can sort it out, John.
we're going to have to get John one. I know, just a man.
It's nice. Lovely clipboard. It's basically a two-blade stock one, isn't it, really?
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I can't believe I've not shown this.
Oh, an IXL Barlow.
Yeah. This
I
is
thought-
not familiar, Matt.
I had one of those
That
somewhere.
looks like Margot Cat, does Sean?
I'm going to move away from Japan or England into Japan. How about that one?
Oh, John.
Whoa.
No, I really can't stand up.
I think we all have that one.
No, I
No.
think we don't all have it. I know Griff's got one as well.
Very nice.
John.
Though. Very, very, very,
Well
very,
done.
very nice.
Beautiful clip on that one.
Tell you what I have got, which is a nice little novelty knife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, brilliant. I love those from the Novelty Knife Company. I think they're wonderful little knives.
This one's the Red Rider.
Yeah, John got
This
a
is-
bombshell Barlows, isn't he? Novelty.
Yeah, he got the
It
bombshell
says
one.
USA on the tongue stamp. These little tiny bolsters as well.
They're awesome, they are.
Nice.
Cheap and cheerful, but good fun.
Cheap and cheerful, but a lovely carbon steel blade on them.
Yeah.
This is the K-bar torpedo.
That's nice.
That is very nice, actually. Yeah.
Is the Tor silent like Mikey's birthday knife?
It is.
Yeah, I
But
thought
the
so.
snap is quite loud.
Pretty sure it's not silent.
It is.
Great little fit pocket.
Pretty sure that it doesn't have to be.
Well, it is. I confirmed with Case. I rang up Mr. Case, and he says that the TOR at the start of the torpedo knife is actually silent.
You rang up Mr. Case.
Yeah. What, don't you believe me?
David Case.
Was he in his grave flopping around?
He was flopping about, yeah. What you got there, John? What's that? Is that the big
Is that-
unit one?
Yeah, the Hibbert Spencer
Jumbo?
Jumbo.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
That's my kind of knife.
Big boy.
We seem to have a lot of people coming around to like larger knives now, don't we?
So I'm going to throw a curveball in the works.
Go on. What is that?
It's a Swedish Eka,
Oh.
and it's a lockback, but it's a bit of an unusual one, really, because to unlock it, you have to depress this tab at the end with the lanyard hole in.
How do you depress it? Do you tell it it's unattractive?
Yeah, just say, yeah, fuck it. Oh, sorry, I nearly swore then. But yeah, these were quite popular in the military in the UK back in the day. And its brother in synthetic covers with a lock back with in the mid back sort of section.
Well, a lock right where your hand goes. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but it, funnily enough, you don't touch it. It doesn't affect it, and it's got also got this little pivoting
Lanyard.
brass.
Well,
Yeah, lanyard hole.
Yeah.
but I like how they've done it so it gives you the option if you want to have it or not, rather than just drilling a big hole through the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good working tools in the day. Not necessarily the most attractive knives, but it's not all
What
about.
about? What about?
Or maybe it is.
Let's see if John gets the wood right this time.
Olive wood.
Oh,
Olive wood.
Nice.
Can I just do this, please?
John face.
It has the best noise on any knife.
It's so satisfying.
Hmm.
The Lanny clip that was actually taken from this Lanny's clip, which then Matt modified for me and changed the handle on it. So this was the original twisted assisted traditional Lanny's, and then we got the actually based off of this knife. Two fantastic knives. These were
superior.
about £40.
The Ashley's clip.
These were about 400.
And these are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
By far one of my favourite Lanny's clips ever.
What about this baby?
I think that's still in my top 3, and I don't think it's ever going to be removed.
This
You do love that knife, don't you?
always be my go-to posh knife.
Lynn, you said that word. When has he ever done anything posh, Lynn?
When have I done anything posh, Lynn? Oh, I said excuse me when I farted once.
We don't believe you. Normally you just stand there laughing.
What about some old USA things?
That's nice.
This is the Queen City that I picked up with the broken blade that I doctored a
Oh,
bit.
you reground it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it does look a little bit smaller for the handle, but it's better than having a snap blade.
Nice.
Give it a bit of a polish up, but I left most of the patina on there.
I like that, teeners.
Stuart McRae's in the track now, and he says, Sheffield, Ashley, Arthur Wright. What else did I miss?
Nothing. That's
Nothing,
it.
Stuart. That's about it.
That's it.
I'm not
really.
sure. I'm not sure what he's trying to get at. I've been showing a lot of eight American-made knives.
I've got a couple of American ones I can show now to sort of break it up a bit. So I've got Buck 301.
Nice.
Great knife.
This is a 90s one, I think, maybe 97 or 98, when they were doing the polish rather than the newer one, which is more sort of like a bead blasty sort of tech cover or like a satin finish. That's a really nice one. And I've got one that I know Blade Lord Chris likes, is the GEC Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favourite users, this one, and you can probably see. It's blade's a bit filth. I love this one. This one's great. Ebony. This is the Blade Forums, is it? Yeah, Blade Forums.
Blade Forums. Yeah.
It's the number 39.
Nice.
Very sort of Camillus-esque clip point on there as well, with the
Yeah,
big
it
heavy
is.
wedge and the long pull. Nice action.
Go-to posh knife.
My go-to posh knife. I don't have any posh ones. What have you got? Oh, Ashley.
That looks like a very, very posh knife, John.
That looks very much like one of these, John.
Mm,
What's all that on there?
That's-
Hello, Chris.
Hello,
How you doing?
Chris.
very good, yeah. You?
I'm good. Yeah, good. Thanks. You got all the work done?
It's coming on, but yeah, just long stop. And about another 10, 12 months, and it will be done
Well,
Forever.
forever.
Buster's
you'll get
coming.
there.
To go to
You'll
bed.
get there.
Yeah.
Buster's coming to go to bed. He's in
And the
the
weather's crap over here.
Good work,
It's
Chris.
not so good here, mate.
You got a guided tour when we finish.
Buster's gone to bed. There he is.
Does that mean it's time for the show to end?
Not for a minute. We're all right for a minute.
How about nice GEC 65 in fake tortoiseshell?
Where's the fake tortoise shell?
Well, look, it says on the box it's a
Oh, no.
GEC 65 in fake tortoiseshell.
Is that the one you snapped up when you were here?
And Matthew was very kindly ripped off the tortoiseshell very carefully and expertly and put some rather nice wood on it for me. But
I made
quite a
sure
big-
several
slim-
pieces came off. It's so much better in the oak.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic now. They actually call it tortoiseshell acrylic, which acrylic basically means it's fake tortoiseshell, doesn't it? You know, it's just
Plastic.
rubbish. And there was a 15, I think.
Hang on. Hang on.
Wasn't it?
There's been a comment about removing the scales.
Yeah.
Robin, out.
That is so much nicer in the hand as well because it's gripped now. It
Yeah,
grips
it
lovely.
doesn't. When I picked it up, it just it's gone.
Slid. It just slid. Yeah, it was awful. But look at that. What a 65 that is now. Long
much better.
nail pull. Carbon steel.
Turd toy shell.
Tortoise. There's a nice Stockman.
Oh, hang on. Ollie wants to know: did you have the acrylic turtle consent?
I have no.
No, he didn't. He did it intentionally.
No. There's a nice little George Wolstenholme there.
That's nice.
That is nice.
That's with the metal handle, so it's really heavy.
What we need to look at though, when it's back to Matsko, is that Lockwood that we picked up at Malvern.
Mhm.
Let's have a look at that then, Matt. Here's a nice Rogers while Matt gets that.
Oh, that
In
is
dark-
nice, Mikey. Yeah.
In dark oak, this is the stud because it has the spade.
You're the stud, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Is that one incorrect steel or terrible steel?
that's in steel, yes, Matthew. Moving on to you.
Okay, right, let's get rid of that. So this is the one Sean was on about. This is the Lockwood's Stag clip point.
You paid a fortune for that, really. I mean, you know,
Five. Yeah.
A
I
fiver.
mean,
Oh my
it
god.
wasn't, it wasn't this clean when I picked it up. I did have to clean it, but
it was all there though, and it was
Yeah.
tidy. Ish.
That might be your best value knife.
and yeah, the action's good on it.
Lockwood Brothers brands. Anybody that's out there looking, pick them up because they're great knives.
Got one
Stamp there.
coming to me today.
No, if
Lockwood.
anybody sees any Lockwood brothers out there, don't buy them. Leave them for us. They're terrible.
Ah, they're horrible. Garbage.
But they're always really well made.
Pampas brand.
both Griff and John have picked one up recently. Exact same knife too.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done, fellas.
Right, gentlemen, you all have one knife remaining. Pick wisely.
Pick wisely.
One knife remaining. Pick wisely.
Sure.
I've only got one.
I've got this small Stockman, which was a very kind gift from John. It's a Frontier with the lovely colostomy bag shield. Oh, sorry, powder horn shield. And it's a lovely little clip point on it.
Twigs and berry shield.
Swaged on one side. Long pull. Very Camillus looking, really, I guess you'd say.
Yes, it is.
There's a reason for that.
There is a very good reason for that. But look out, it's a cracker. Thank you, John.
You're very welcome. All right.
I think it's really nice that we all send each other gift knives and stuff in our groups.
I have to give the utmost thanks to Mikey and to his connection with Ashley for this one.
Oh, yeah. The Trapper.
I know Sean said this earlier, but it's worth showing a second time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what do you think of the wood?
This is my favorite pickup of the year.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Ashley Trapper is probably my favourite knife, actually.
It is a really lovely knife.
Difficult to call.
Look at that wood, John. Your lighting shows it up so well. It's got reds and browns in it. Oh, it's just phenomenal.
And the story with that wood is that Mikey just found some farm implement lying in the corner of some antique shop, took it to the counter and bought it and said, "Do you know what that is?" Because they didn't know what it was. He says, "I don't care what it is. I'm cutting it up." Anyway.
That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah. I'm glad he did, because look at that wood.
It looks so good. I that wood on a knife handle just looks so good.
Yeah, that's a true winner there. That's my favorite pickup of the year. Yep. Well, thank
What you got, Michael?
Funnily enough, I have an Ashley Harrison. It's the last one that I had out. It's my oldest Brit Buster in the red micarta. Lockup is just, honestly, it's just. So it's the Mark 1 with the cam tang, plain back spring, but I've been carrying it again for like a couple of weeks now, and I just love that 4-inch handle. That click is just so cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of knife. It really is a lot of knife. 01 tool steel, and it's just a beast, and it's a great knife to end on for me.
Right, and I'm going to end with a Stockman as well, like Sean. This is, I think, probably quite a bold claim, but I think this is my favourite Stockman in my collection.
Oh, wow.
The Harrison Brothers and Howson.
Wow.
Big shield.
That is a big shield.
Big old shield. And I think the reason I like it so much, it's not a large Stockman, but it has sort of like a large Stockman's blade. It is only 3.6 inches, but it has a full size blade on it.
Yeah. Good ratio.
Really nice blade on it as well. Great action on all the blades too. And the shield is incredibly oversized.
It looks amazing. It's a really good shield. I'm a big fan of the shield, and that's awesome.
Built beautifully, and you get the obligatory sheep's foot on there, and then you can't really call it a spade because it's definitely not. It looks more like a mini sod buster blade to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight back kind of thing.
And this says Cutlers to His Majesty, so that's pre-52.
Yeah.
So it's an old one. but it's really nice. I love this. This is a jet pickup as well, and all the blades have a nice action on them. But that's definitely my favorite, I think. Even though it is just plastic synthetic covers with a shield in it, just everything about it I love.
Yeah,
great knife. But yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed our nonsense again, where we just kind of chatted absolute bollocks for most of the show. Me, Mikey, Sean are all meeting up next week, so there'll be no live next week because we'll be
doing other stuff, won't we? We'll be doing some cool knife stuff, hopefully.
Well, we'll be playing darts.
We'll be doing that as well, but I'm sure we'll be rifling through Sean's knives in his nice warm man cave.
Yeah.
And his shed as well.
John's got some stag.
Yeah. Somebody was complaining about a not enough stag shown today.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
just didn't happen to be clip points. That's all.
John,
that's why I didn't get shown.
John, when people complain on this show, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, you can just
You want to see what I do when people complain, especially when they complain about my hands? I just sort of do this. Here's the complaint here. Let's go.
Okay.
You're looking. Oh no, I better not do that. No, okay, yeah.
No,
we are big fans of stag. There's always some stag somewhere. Not stag.
I haven't done this lately, so I better do it tonight.
He went to the shop with that on tonight.
I went in disguise.
What?
I went to the shop with my glasses on.
It's probably a story for another time, people. You don't want to.
You went to the shop like that?
I incognito with a hat on and this on, and I walked in and I went, hello. And they went, oh, hi, Sean. And I went,
yeah.
Do they just humour you now? Oh, he's back again.
Yeah.
Humour him and he'll just go away.
Somebody call Lynn. He's got out again.
yeah, they got Lynn's number on speed dial. Lynn, quick, come and pick him up.
Happy birthday, Lynn, for Monday. Everybody's got to wish Lynn a happy birthday for Monday.
Yeah, for Monday.
Happy birthday.
James, we know we're just winding you up. We know.
We're not doing a show next week, so we need to get it in now, Lynn. Sorry. Not sorry.
Thank you.
You'd be pleased to know, everybody, that I've got some replacement glasses because my lens was
Adjacent to the frame.
Yeah, like it's on the floor.
It's adjacent to the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, and before we go,
No. No.
Holden's in there. Hi, Holden. I'm so glad that you've been distracted by the doctor.
Right, let's just remove the trouble before anything starts. So, really appreciate you all watching. We'll see you in just over a week. Thank you very much. Welcome to John. Yay.
thank you. Thank you for bringing me
Love
on.
you loads.
EFDM, everyone.
EFDM. Happy Thanksgiving for
Yes,
yesterday.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Great. Bye.